Hi, this is David Orlofsky. Welcome to the Parsha in 5, where in 5 minutes we try to give you an insight into the Parsha. Parsha's Beshalach, Parsha Shira. I want to share an idea that I heard from Rabbi Dovid Orlofsky many years ago on Parsha's Beshalach. It's a chazal right at the beginning. It says, Beshalach Paro as Bnei Yisrael, when Paro sent Bnei Yisrael out. Paro had a say in the matter at this point. It's an amazing thing. Bnei Yisrael would not leave until Paro gave them permission to leave. Now, you're not going to stop me, right? I can do whatever I want. Look at how I have devastated your country. We spoke about Barad back in Parshas Ve'era. When the Barad came down and destroyed almost all of their grain, they looked at starvation in the face. But they said, okay, we still have some food left, the crushed grain. There's some grain that wasn't destroyed. He says, no problem. He sends in the arba to eat everything up. Now there's no food to be had. The country was devastated. It was just absolutely terrible. Paro says, go. They waited till Paro went. And not only that, in all of his dealings, you see that Moshe always treated Paro with respect. As Eliyahu Navi treated Achav with respect, even though Achav had brought in all of the Avodah Zarah, and Eliyahu brought a famine for 3 years just to get the people to listen. And finally, he proves that Hashem is right. And he says, now it's going to rain. And he runs in front of Achav's horse in order to show him kavod. We always show kavod, even to people who don't deserve it. Yeah? There's a concept of being able to speak with kavod. So what does the Chazal say on this? It says, a Talmud Chacham without derech eretz, nevela tovas chayimenu, is to teach us that a Talmud Chacham, a Torah scholar who doesn't have any midos, doesn't act nicely, a dead carcass is better than him. So Rabbi Dovid Orlofsky explained, why is that? And he said, because, we have different states of matter. In English, when you play 20 questions, the first one, they usually say animal, mineral, or vegetable. We say it differently in Hebrew. We have domaim, which is mineral, tzomeach, which is vegetable, things that grow. We have chai, those are animals, and we have adam, a person. We don't put them in the same category of animals. Above that is a Jew, and above that is a Talmid Chacham. And as you move up in the levels, so the tumah, the uncleanliness that is created when they die, go along with it. So when a rock dies, there's no tumah. It's a very low form of life. Yeah, if you think of life, it could be that they have some level of consciousness. As you see, the rocks were all arguing by Yaakov who he should put his head on, whether that's meant to be taken literally or not. But okay, you could say there's some concept. Tzomeach, it's not tameh, but if you make it into a kli, it can be makabel tumah at least. All right. Chai, when an animal dies, that's the first level of serious tumah. That's a nevela. And when a non-Jew dies, there's a higher level of tumah. When a Jew dies, tumas meis, it's a higher level. A Talmid Chacham who's higher than that, when he dies by having no midos, then a nevela is better than him, because a nevela doesn't have as much tumah as he does. A person, no matter how great they are, is not a nice person. Dave Barry, a humorist out of the Miami Herald, he wrote a book, Dave Barry Turns 50. And he had one of the articles was 25 things I learned in 50 years. And one of them is someone who's nice to you and not nice to the waitress is not a nice person. Reb Moshe Feinstein, at the end of the shul dinner with all of the donors, would go into the kitchen and thank all of the kitchen staff personally for making such a beautiful dinner and doing such a good job. You have to be a person with derech eretz, with midos, and to care about every person. If you're not a mensch, we didn't leave Egypt because we devastated them and said, go ahead, try to stop me. We waited till Paro gave us permission, Beshalach Paro. Good Shabbos.